How many of you were not present? Don't allow, see, I wanted to say something, but I don't know if you guys are qualified to hear that. Sorry, I'm setting up the recording. So while I talked about accountability, how many of you asked, how can I be accountable? All right, just before I move forward in, how many of you asked, how can I be accountable? All right, good. Do you know? So a practical, this may not be an instruction, but it's almost for the one who's more determined, it's going to be an instruction. The reason many of you are not accountable, all right, is because you do not know how to leverage. So when you come into trading, okay, you have money, you have interest, and you have actions. So when you show up into a class, that's an action. You have money, maybe limited, maybe unlimited, maybe. So your money is your money. You're going to need it for your action. Then you have, so money, interest, action. When you take actions, okay, based on your interest, without guidance, you get your result. So one of the things I figured out to do when I come in, because I've been a student like you, that's the truth. I'm good at what I do because I'm a good student. You guys agree with me? If you're not a good student, you can't be a good product. So I'm a student. I learned Forex. I wasn't born with the skill of Forex. And I wasn't born with the skill of teaching. Okay, I'm giving you what I have. So, and I get results. I'm still growing, but I've gotten, many of you know me 3 years ago or 5 years ago. I'm not the person I used to be in money, in resources. I'm not the same. I'm 100 times better. All right. So if that be true, it means I've gone through a process you have not gone through. Do you agree with me? All I am doing is just showing you the process. But all you need to do is collapse these three things: your money, your interest, and your actions. Collapse it with me. You're going to be a better version of yourself. That's the truth. So, what did I do when I came into this environment? Far back then, when I wasn't as wise as I am right now. Okay. But I understood a principle. Okay. Say, follow those who through faith and perseverance inherit the kingdom. That's a principle operator. I follow people. I follow people. I don't follow myself. If I want to do anything, I do what people do. So I find who do I want to do what they do. So I came into the environment of trading. I figured out a step to trading and I traded like a person. That when I was teaching my student, there was a time there was alignment. A trade that I would call on our training session would be the same trade our educator would call. Because I learned how he trade. I was able to understand his psychology. I don't trade like myself. I don't want to trade like myself. I want to mirror the instruction of a person, proof of instruction. I did that long enough and I mastered my craft. So it means I was a better version of a person. This is who I am today. I'm not just a better version of myself. I'm a better version of a person. Because the word being a better version of yourself is overrated. Okay, because why? You have to be a self to better. Am I correct? You have to be someone who's producing results and you want to be a better person of that person that's producing. If you have not produced results, who do you want to better? That's a question you need to ask yourself. So sometimes you're not in the category of being a better version of yourself. One of the things you first need to be a version of a person. So what did that did? I knew when I came here, I didn't have results. I needed to have the result of a person. So I duplicated the person. Leverage. Everyone put leverage on the chart. Leverage some money. See, leverage somebody. if you can just commit to leverage. So sometimes you don't even have to have a trading account for yourself. But I've been able to upgrade it. What I did not do then, I know how to do it now. So I upgraded. I showed you guys what to do. Leverage. It's simple to do leverage than to do yourself. Your own trading will take 3 years. Trust me. It will take time. And forget when I say 3 years, I'm not talking getting result. You can get result this week, this month. But for you to consolidate you and produce the kind of person in trading that you want, it will take time. You go back and forth. You will win, you will lose, but you will grow. All right. You will sustain, retain, and you will duplicate. It takes a process of 3 years to do that. But it takes now to leverage. So I have a strategy. I've trained you a strategy. I come on and I show you guys there are 2 ways in leveraging. And I've practically showed you guys these things, but all I need to do is see what I've shown you. Fund an account, trade leveraging. So it means more of your investment have to come leveraging my type of trading. So if I get into BTC, you should leverage BTC. You don't need to learn it. The trade that I called, do you have to know how to trade it before you would get money? I called last week. I called this week. Money was made. And we even have someone on the group who is reiterating, all right, the knowledge. He's been able to see. I'll tell you this. Chris will start sharing remarkable portfolio and you guys will be shocked. Because why? I just see him doing focused in a direction and he's sharing it. He's being accountable. He's being communicative. He's not hiding. You see a man who's like that, Chris encouraged me to do BTC. I saw his interest. I said, man, I like this. It's helping the team. And I said, okay, let me oversee. And guess what? All you need to do is fund an account and begin to nurture leverage. If we call trade, let accounts just sit somewhere. And anytime BTC trade comes, just understand how to enter. And guess what? We are not saying we are in. Many of you have not pinged this group on Telegram and add a notification. All right. You just show up when you think there is a class, but you don't know we are sending signals, they are sending ideas. So I send the signal and I said I am in. If I just send the signal and I leave you to decipher yourself, it will be difficult. Many of you wouldn't. But I told you I am in on my first entry. I said if it breaks retest, it broke and it retest. I mean, I said I took the break. It's not even the retest. And all you just need to do, not ask questions. I said the risk is there. Was the risk there on the trade? Yeah. The risk was there. And I said I am in. It means that's an entry. What is reward? 1-to-1. But I even said I am out, which means you could be out. So you see this thing. If you know how to do it for the next 6 months, there's so much you would gain that you will not gain trying to do everything you're corrupt doing to yourself right now. Many of you are getting not qualified to do. Take it time by time. Leverage first. You will win more money by leverage. We're going to call trades today right now. Learn to know how to enter the trades we call that's leverage. All right. Leverage for your first year. Your first year is for leverage. And you consolidate your second year and prove yourself third year. It's just a principle. 3 years in training. Leverage. If you miss leverage, you miss consolidation and you start over again. So leverage. When I'm trading, so your money consolidated. So you may have, that's why I say you can ask question, how do I consolidate this money into this leverage? Okay. You can have a demo account for yourself or a challenge account, but have live account or funded account for leverage. You are not practicing leverage. You're not trying to learn how to leverage is like copy and paste. Fund money to leverage. Make mistake. Yes. Learn how you make mistake. Ask questions. It's okay. If you make mistake, leveraging is okay. All right. It's okay and better than make mistake not. Does that make sense? Put sense on the chat. So that's another guidance I've given you right now. So next week may come. We may get result. I may share opportunities, but you miss out. because you're trying to learn it. Well done. So this was BTC, clean, dusted. All right. See this. When the market broke, see, the whole idea was the same principle of what I'm teaching you guys. I knew this was a break and a retest. All right, that's price action. But I also knew that after that break and a retest, it created a trend. So I put these things for a reason, for teaching purpose. Okay, so this is the low that created the lowest low. So it means that's going to be a change of character. I knew when the market breaks change of character, there's going to be a break and retest. And it did. That's why I entered the market. Okay. So this was also a break and a retest. But this is not change of character. This was. Anytime the market changes character from a downward move, you should watch out for that market. All right. Always change of character. And there's something I want to teach you guys this week. Okay. The power of a change of trend. Remind me. I'll find that time and I'll teach you guys. Okay. Now that this market has hit point of interest, it has hit point of interest. When is it going to change character? Here. If the market changes this is a point of interest. Okay. The moment market hit point of interest, the low that hits that point of interest is actually the swing low. The market changes this right now. I am going to start looking for a sell. The power of this focus is key in the market. All right. It's one of the things you should learn. It makes you, it's going to make you fast. It's going to make you more decisive. It's going to make you more better. Anything for me? And that's what our strategy is built on. People think now, guess what? This is a bullish confirmation. Here the market is right now. I'm using this as this is a buy. If the market is going to continue, this is a buy. So if it breaks retest, this is a buy. All right. So this is a continuation pattern. This is going to buy. But one of the things I've done is I'm not just, there are, how am I going to put it? There are decisions I've made around every currency. Okay. I'm not aggressive towards. So this market, so this is quick knowledge. I may not do it in a class, but I'll be doing it bit by bit. So the market is in a buy position right now. It means if in a 1 hour, sorry, this 30 minutes, in a 1 hour, this is a consolidation. This is a continuation pattern. To go where? That's the first question. Where am I going? All right, I've hit here. There is no place to go. So I'm always careful not to trade continuation pattern when the market is in premium for a buy. So market is on premium right now. True or true? So sometimes it's not really about price action. It is where is the price action happening. Okay. So when this market hit this level, this move was price action. But guess what? It hit a level. There was a structure. Market broke structure, hit that structure. Now, when we look between here and here, where is this? This is market hit below 50%. And 50% is discount. Below 50% is discount, right? So there was a structure and the market was in discount. It means the possibility of bullish reinforcement is going to come in. That's not all. Then the market changed character. Can you see a confirmation piling up? That's what inspires a good trading decision. The position matters. Okay. So right about now, market has hit where? Premium. So as long as this market is in premium, my tentative senses in trading should be tilted towards what? Selling. So if I'm going to sell, all I need is either structure or change of character. Then I sell. Good trading. It means I'm trading position. And for every good position, there is potential. So the knowledge or the concept of structure will help you with good trading decision. All right. And when you can manage trading from decision method, all right, when you have a good, simple understanding of structure. Does that make sense? So that's one of the things I'm going to do in the course of this week. All right. So let's look at what the market is doing. Okay. So Kenry, why did you say this week is not going to be as? So market, what's this? Expansion. All right. So let's look at the market. Okay. So what's this? Consolidation or expansion? All right. So this week there is going to most probably, all right, be consolidation. I feel the market is going to get here. So I think I'm even going to sell. I think we can sell S&P 500, okay, because it has a potential to drop. but it is bullish as of the moment. If the market takes this away, it's going to continue on the downside. If it takes this away, it's going to continue on the downside. Okay, well, this is a little bit. Okay, so this is also S&P 500 is a little bit tricky. It's a little bit tricky. It went bullish, broke structure. So it's been doing internal. This consolidation. Okay. There's a break of structure here. I think the market is going to be selling. Whew. Let me see what it looks like on the 1 hour. So this was a good strong rejection. No, this wasn't. This was good strong rejection. It's bearish. Yeah, the market is still bearish. It's not a bad sell. It's not a bad sell. I'm just trying to see where is going to be the best place for me to get in right now. So there is structure here. There is structure here. There's a change of character on the 15 minutes already. So let me see. This was a previous high. It retested it. So if the market breaks into this low right now, I think it's going to sell. So I'm just going to wait for the market to close below. I want the market to close below. Yeah. If it closes below 6652 around this area, if this candle goes below, then I think if this market breaks this, trust me, I know why I saw this. All right, this is very, very critical. This area, this is actually the floor of the market. Market broke, retested, and that created a bullish sensation. Trust me, this area is also going to be, if the market breaks below this, it's going to have a better move, all right, than where it is right now. It's going to be fully committed. So me, okay, I have more. My need to sell this market is going to be better when it breaks this area, but at the same time, this is also break of structure, change of character. I saw it here as well. Okay, so if this market breaks, I'll be forced to enter this area when it breaks below this area for the continuation of this sell on the downside. So the daily is S&P 500. We did 100% last week, right? So the previous day is here. Hold on, hold up. Don't embarrass me here now. Okay. All right. So if this market breaks below here, I'm going to sell here. Okay. So this is a fine trade too. But I think break below here will give us one-to-one. So we're just going to manage this trapped trade. All right. But I'm going to be very, very observant this week because I feel market is going to consolidate week because over the last week it's expanded. Okay. So it normally does. So from every double or triple expansion, there has to be a there tends to be a consolidation. So I watch out for consolidation. It's the same way I'm going to buy this market because the market has changed character. All right. The market hit a point of interest on the 15-minute. Now it's changed character. It's above. So the market is bullish. If it breaks above this structure right now, I'm going to buy. Okay. My risk is short and reward is quite good as well. So this is going to be my outlook for the buy. So this is my S&P 500. Okay. SP 500 sniping sight. That's our first trade. Okay. So I'll put an alarm. So what you do if you want to get the best of every trade, allow alarm work with you. So I don't need to watch this market because I hate watching the markets. I put an alarm so when it triggers, I know that the market is in where I want to trade. Okay. So if the market breaks above this area, I'm going to be looking for a buy. Break above means I'm talking 15 minutes. If it breaks above, it's sniped. So this is the snipe candle. Okay, if market breaks above, that's a snipe. Above is bullish. So all I'm looking for is a break of structure. So this is a structure. If it breaks above the structure and close, good with a 15-minute closing candle, bullish candle. All right, that's an entry. Okay, and stop loss is below. All right, the Asian swing low. So this is stop loss is going to be below this area. Give it room. S&P 500 has widespread. All right. Then you go. At least this gives us a one-to-one. Is this clear? Put clear on the chart. All right. Same is the structure, or I believe it's going to be same. We had only one lesson in US 30 last week. That it's not a lesson. We had a break even. We didn't have a lesson. It's actually a break even because same trade paid us. So this is confusingly, this is almost the same thing. It's bullish right now. There's internal change of character, which I don't really trust. So this market breaks below. It's cleaner on US 30. It breaks below this area. That's a sell. So we can transfer this sell downwards, and this would be a risk. Let's see if I don't think we have a reward. There's no, the reward is not clean. The reward is not much if we have to allow the market breaks closed below this, but it's not. So it's either you take it the way it is, right? It's almost one-to-one. So if you decide to take it the way it is right now, fine. But I believe there is more reward on the upside. Oh, is the market trapped? Let's look at it. I'm only interested in trades that fit my narrative for risk to reward. If the trade is not rich, you want to be careful with this trade. So this is the previous day high. Let's check. Okay, if it breaks above this area, it has to break above. I'm gonna leave US 30. All right, it's consolidating already. So I'm gonna leave. What? See gold. Chai. I told you guys gold is gonna come to this area. All right, it did. Trust me. I'm gonna feel we're killing it on gold, right? We're killing it on gold. So this is consolidation. Watch it. So what am I gonna do? All right, let's go to our Oracle. Let's see what the US dollar is doing. Okay. What? Okay, I was scared. So the US dollar is highly bullish. I told you if this guy gets here, it's gonna start selling. Guess what? It almost what it's either it's already done it. Guys. So we should be expect market is on premium. Okay. Market is already on premium. So all this level market already hit the level. It's not equal. It's not equal it, right? Okay. But I do feel right now that market is here, this is what I'm going to start watching out for. This is the low that created this pitch. Okay. If market takes this out right now, means market is what? It has changed character. All right. I'm going to start buying anything against the US dollar. When market starts selling this, okay, I'll start buying. So we're gonna watch out for gold this week. Okay. I'm gonna watch out for gold because gold is on what? Presently gold is on a level, very strong level. This level created this high, in fact, created all this. There's so much liquidity on this level, okay, and it's back there. It's at this very, very strong discount right now. So what am I going to do to buy this market? Okay. So for the sake of, so we did a lot of beautiful things, all right, last week. So let me clean and let's start a new week. Beautiful. So market is on this strong. Let me put it on daily. So if we see this right now, this is a strong daily area. Oh boy, I think market is still going to drop here. From a daily perspective, this is actually where levels are. Okay, this is our levels are, but let me see 4 hours. Yeah, I know there's a level here, but it's just for it's not even there yet. So market probably can still drop. Okay. So the only thing I'm going to watch out for, this is a long shot on a 4 hour. As a swing trader, if you want to buy this market, it's going to take time for you to buy. It has to break above this for you to buy. It has to break above, yeah, this area for you to buy. So that's going to take a while. That's why I said this week it's probably going to be we're going to be in a waiting period. But other ways we can buy this right now, it's not there. I think market is still going to come down. Okay, so for me to buy, all right, I will wait for something. This is the low that broke structure. So there's a break of structure. This is the high that broke this structure. So for me to buy gold, okay, it has to change character. That's going to take a while. You guys agree with me, right? That's going to take a while. So when I told you guys that this week is going to be, it's not going to, because why market is going, before gold is going to come break this area, all right, it has to hit this level of discount first. And I think it's going to take a while. So market is consolidating right now, if you look at this. So what am I going to do? So the approach is, so that's to tell you that you'll not see, there's no straight away shoot trade right now, except you're scalping in a very small time frame. This breaks, change character, it's going to come back to previous levels. That's when we start having good buys. Okay. Does that make sense? But that's not happening anytime soon because apparently market could still drop down, all right, to this level to come hit real discount for continuation. So not only I see this happening in price action, anything I'm doing on gold right now, I'm on pause, I'm on wait because position wide gold is in, is in transition right now. So I'm going to be patient. All right. But what am I going to look out for now that this market is where it is right now? I'm going to look out for the present action. All right. So there's a present action right now. So let me give you guys from the 1 hour perspective, gold consolidated. For me to continue selling, I'll just track the consolidation. So market is trapped in this area. If it breaks close above, I'm going to buy. All right. If it breaks closes below, it will sell to this area. Do I have reward to sell there? Apparently we do. So the market breaks, all right, comes back into the zone, that's a sell to this area. That gives us a sell. Okay. This is price action. This is not so let me see. I think I'm just even going to be patient. All right, so let's see. I really need to be patient because there's a strong level of floor here. Yeah. So this is waiting time. This week may be waiting week. This is a week many of you will not like in trading. You're going to be patiently waiting. All right. Many of you don't like to wait. You're criminals of, you just need anything you want to kill right now. All right. So it's not your fault. It's the way you've been taught. So possibility the market breaks here retested, that's a buy. Okay. But the good spirit of a buy will happen when it changes its character. So when it breaks, retest, if you see any break above this area and a retest above this area, don't wait for my trade on gold. Just buy it. All right. If it happens on the 1 hour, if it happens on the 4 hour, even on the 15 minutes, you can do that. That's going to be my price action on gold. I want to wait for this to happen before I'll take a trade. There's a manifestation here. Okay, I taught you guys this. When market consolidated, it broke, retested. What happened? Voila. It came back to that area. What happened? Voila. All right. So this is one of the things you want to do. This is a very strong area. If market breaks again, that's going to be a point buy. All right, break and close. It means I have to allow price action to play out. Break and close. Break above, comes back, retest. Okay, close above in the direction I'm trading, that's a buy. Or it's going to break below and continue down to these discount levels. Does that make sense? Quickly on gold. So that's what I'm going to do on gold. Because of that, all right, it already shows you what's happening on Snipe. So the next area on Snipe is this. So Snipe is not really going to be fruitful because market is back into consolidation areas. You want to be careful when market hits consolidation. This is a consolidation area. It's back there. So it's not in expansion. It's back into consolidation. It's repeating it. Can you see? Market is repeating what it did here. Can you guys see? Market is a reflection of what it has done before. Certain areas begat certain areas. So protect your money. All right. Protect your money. I'll show you guys what we can snipe and kill on this week. It's going to be more of a price action week than a snipe week, probably. Okay. So that is gold. It's the same thing that is happening to the US dollar. It's the same thing that is happening. Okay. We mixed and we have had a lot of fun with Euro USD last week. Don't be a criminal. Understand times and season. Just you had a beautiful week. So if you look at this right now, for you to buy, there has to be a change of character. It will take a while. Do you agree with me? All right. This is a change of character. There was a break of structure. Okay. Market changes character. It has turned bullish. So you need to allow this market play that. Is there anything for you to do on the downside? It's empty. All right. So don't be greedy. Wait. Okay. Except you're switching now. You want to switch into price action. All right. The next area is this, and it's not far away. There's no potential on the downside. Just wait. You agree with me? That is a wait trade. Okay. And I think even the buy is going to be short-lived because if it comes here, it may come back, retest, and fall because it has to. If market is this close to this liquidity, tell me why it should not grab it. All right. If it's this close. So if it goes up right now, it's buy to sell. Always know this. Okay. But if that gives you one-to-one level, and this trade is going to be very even difficult for a snipe up because why? The moment it breaks above this area, it has actually done an expansion. I'm not going to be interested in sniping it if it breaks. It's just going to be price action. I'd rather trade this type of action, okay, and a snipe. Does that make sense? So that gives you a perspective of GBP USD. This is why I told you guys this week you have to look at GBP USD. We killed it. All right. We killed it, right? We nailed it last week as well. So this is very premium. If market does this right now, this is going to be a change of character. All right. And we're going to start having buys. So watch out for when the market breaks this out, break of structure, comes back into retesting the structure. This is price action. This is not literally snipe. Okay. That's what I'm going to be doing. Okay. If it breaks, changes character, comes back, that's a shift of market structure. Does this make sense? That's what I'm going to be looking out for. And it's going to take a while. Trust me, I know what will take a while. All right. So any question? So BTC USD, I already gave you guys. So all right, I told you guys this is gonna be a buy point. And trust me, may do it just that it doesn't fit my narrative of a buy. Okay. But for those who are aggressive, this is I'm not aggressive towards BTC, but I told you if market culture is gonna buy, all right, and it's buying already because that's a break of structure, retest of structure. That always like to play out in the market. In the same vein, okay, if market hits this level of structure, it may test that to come break it. So don't be too quick in jumping into a trade. Understand the structures at time. Take a time. Ask me any question. What do you want to learn? What do you want to know? Where are you right now? You just joining the community. Where is your obsession? Where do you need guidance? All right, let's take out a few minutes to ask questions in the group before we close this Monday. Now that there is going to be check GJ. All right. Okay, good. I like that. So GJ is consolidating. Okay. I think the market, they up a strong character. All right. If I'm looking at, okay, so one of the things, if you're a JPY fan, okay, JPY index. The same way I told you guys about use the JPY index. All right. Can you see? Where is it right now? The JPY index. Let's look at it on a daily. Sorry. JPY index. So market is towards a premium level. So this was a premium level. Okay. I think market is gonna buy. All right. It's still gonna buy. If we look at this break, this is kind of like a retest of a structure. If it goes above this, it's gonna come here. So it's still bullish in nature because it broke, it just broke, but it's slightly below the break. So we have to watch out for that. Okay. But if it closes above this area, it means that's a buy sensation. And if JPY is buying, it means JPY is strong. It means everything paired with JPY is going to sell. So if you're looking at GJ, you could still be selling. All right. So if we come back into GJ, we could still be selling if we're looking at it on. So let's hold on. Let's see. All right, good. This is, oh no, sorry, I was looking. This is GBP, J4. So market may still sell to these levels, okay, before it's going to pick a strong discount again. But at the same time, I also want you guys to watch out for this. So if we're looking at Snipe right now, I'm not really interested in a Snipe. Snipe does not really, the next day is here, okay? The previous day is here. Okay, I don't think selling here right now give us good Snipe, because this is going to be risk. This is not good reward. So I'm not going to be looking at Snipe. All right. But one of the things I can look at in GBP, JPY, which is already probably happening, okay, is this. So it's going to go down where? This is the next liquidity level according, because JPY is going to gain strength. If JPY gains strength, all right, GBP, JPY is going to start dropping to this level. So there's potential to this level, okay? So if that is true, watch out for this, okay? There are significant highs in the market. This was a previous high. That's sensational. Okay, market got to this level, is consolidating right now. It didn't respond to this high to continue, it's below it. So what you have to do is, I'm going to watch out critically for this level. Okay, if this market breaks and retest, if this candle closes as a sell, all right, it's a good one. But this is what I just want you guys to wait out for. Okay, I will be a little bit I will scrutinize this trade, okay? Because I want to scrutinize this trade and pick the levels. Let me pick these levels. So this is what I'm going to do, fam. Okay, yeah, this is a level, this is a level. I'm trying to see, in fact, I'm trying to seek this level. This is a low that created all this high. So I'm seeking this level to be this level. So this is a break, this is fine. I like it, okay? But because I want to be careful because of where the market is right now, I want to be careful. Let it just break properly. Let it break every sensational level. So this is a low. Okay, let it break. It has broken. If it breaks below this area, I am going to get in. But if it's still above this area, I'm going to wait. So JPY, GBP, JPY breaks below this area, probably pick the price. Okay, pick the price. 21, that's 211004. That's a psychological. If it breaks below, then trust me, there's going to be a sell. Okay, so what I want to do right now, okay, what I would advise you to do. This is a break, but it retested another structure, but I'm giving it a new structure. If this market breaks this structure and it retests this structure, I am going to sell. Does that make sense? So I'm giving my own a new narrative. It breaks the structure, retests the structure, I'll sell. Okay, where am I selling to? I'm selling down to this area. So that's probably what's going to happen in the course of this week. Okay, and I want to find a beautiful way to join it. So that's what I'm going to do. At the same time, if this market decides to go bullish, it's very, very simple. Okay, this structure is also a change of character. So if it breaks above this area, that's the market telling me, well, I'm going bullish. I'm tired of coming down. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do. Does this make sense? So this is going to be my JPY structure. So this is a structure and also a change of character, because why a new law has been created. So I want to be careful a little bit here. Okay, market consolidated, had a little break, okay, comes back into this area, retest inner structure, but I am holding on to a level here, and I'm just sensational about that because that was a low. This low this week is a low, okay? So I'm waiting for this market to break, retest this area. That's how I'm going to trade, okay, this pair, because of the promise that JPY, all right, is strong. Does this make sense? So this is my JPY outlook on market price action. GJ. Is it clear? You guys let me know in chat. All right. How do you calculate? Okay. You say, is this on a 15-minute on 1 hour? I did the analysis on a 1 hour. So when I'm doing price action, that if it's not snipe, I'm doing price action, I'm always on the 1 hour. Okay. I'm only on a 1 hour. Now, if you feel like you want to take, you can actually do it on a 15 minutes, but it's stronger on a 1 hour. When a 1 hour breaks, because it's a swing trade, it's a continuation of a swing trade. And swing happens 4 hour into a day. So if you want to introduce yourself into 4 hour, 1 hour is the best bet. Okay. Now you can do 15 minutes, but let the 1 hour break. Okay. Then let it retest. A closing on a 15 minutes, you can actually get in. Entry can be a 15-minute time. Okay. All right, so I'm taking questions. So drop every question, drop everything you want. How do you calculate lot size for S&P 500? A beautiful question. All right, beautiful question. So it's not the calculation of the lot size, it's the understanding of the contract on the broker. So there's a video, I don't know, Samson, you remember that video I did on using your broker? Okay, I don't know. We named, maybe I'm just going to do a small video. So what you do is, go to S&P 500 on your broker. Okay. Take a pending order. So this will allow you to be off risk. Take a pending order. All right. It means far away from entry so that you can understand the contract. So for every pip, this is how much. Because it's different across broker. The calculation of lot size is different across the contract on every broker. So for some broker, S&P 500 is micro. For some broker, is standard. Okay, so the contracts are different when it comes to indices. Okay, gold is universal, but indices are it's conditioned by the setup of a broker liquidity provider. So that's the first thing. So if I give a trade, and so let me show you something. Presently, right now, this is S&P 500. Okay, so let me just do something quickly. Between here and here, this is 33 pips. This is 339 pips. All right. Now, what this means is, this is what I want you to do. That's 339 pips. So I want to understand what is 339 pips in my broker. Okay. So that's 33 pips. Just go take a trade, maybe sell limit and put 339 pips. It will tell you what every contract, so do a 0.01 or a 1. It will tell you what the contract is. So for every time you take this amount of pips, this is what you're going to be losing and this is what you're going to be gaining. Do you understand that? That gives you a view of, oh, it's not just about the pips, it's about my contract. Okay? Do you understand that? Wait, I think S&P 500 is about to break, yeah? How many minutes remaining? 8 minutes. Okay. Do you understand that, Madam Zenaba? So do it for any current, any of the indices. S&P 500 and US 30, they are different. Okay. So that is how you get a contract on your broker and you use it to calculate, the lot size. So this 330, this 33 piece Forex, 339 piece indices. All right. So just do around 35. That will tell you how much you will be losing. So this trade now, guess what? Guess what you can do? You can go, just move it a little bit. You can do it here. Like you can just say, oh, I want to enter at this level. So just enter a sell limit, a sell stop here and put this risk. It will tell you what you will be risking in your broker. So that way you know, oh, I'm supposed to use a 0.01 or a 0.02. So you cannot calculate it in the multiples of risk. Does that make sense? All right. So yeah, what other question was there? I'm a working lady. I've been into Forex for 5 years. Congratulations. I have the knowledge, but the fear of losing funds is holding me back. What advice can you give me? Though I've lost over just $1,500 when I started, what should I do? Be open to losing more. Joy. All right. The secret is I just told you the truth, but it's funny. That's the truth. It sounds awkward, but that's the, I'm big on truth. A lot of people want to care for your feelings and your emotion. I do care for your feelings and emotion, but when it is conflict of truth, I will appear with the truth, even if it is raw and hard. Okay? It, don't don't leave out your fear. Don't allow your fear mold your character. Don't allow your fear mold your discipline. So first you have to do confront your fears. Are you afraid of losing? Just try to lose. The only way to defeat the feeling of losses is to expose yourself to losses. So stop trading if you're not willing to lose. Because the next problem you're going to attach yourself, the next thing you do, and probably that's what you've been doing, you keep failing, is you're trying to find ways not to lose. Am I correct? You're trying to learn how you will not lose. Strategies that would help you not lose. Education that would help you. So when you see something that would not make you lose, you put small amount of money to gain a huge amount of money, it sells to you because your mind is conditioned with losses. It means the the fear has been installed there for a reason to capture you, all right, to bound you. So you are seeing the fear rather than attack the fear. So that is what I did. Everybody has gone through the process of losses. All right. In fact, it's a game of loss. You know how to win from losses. So your losses are a revelation of your tactics. So rather than look at the money emotionally, look at the craft. But if you do not have the money, a mindset is printed. You have to deal with that mindset. It has nothing to do with trading. So I'm just helping you with a reality. I'm not trying to appeal to you. I'm just telling you the truth. Okay. I can help you manage losses, not avoid it. Amen. So that's why I tell you there's equity. What equity do you have? I will help you manage the equity. Okay, but I will not tell you. So there's a risk to reward. There's a risk management for that equity. Focus on the risk management. Okay. Now, in applying the risk management, your quality of execution may be affected by your emotion. It means you will lose. It's okay to lose, but learn from the losses, not avoid it. Okay. So that's my truth. That's my truth to you. So if you're open to managing your equity, so you have something to trade. So forget 1,500. That's chicken change. You've not even started your lost journey, right? You have not started yet. All right. So, but there are ways you can now begin to manage your losses, but don't be afraid of your losses, but rather embrace them, appreciate them because they show you where you're lacking, what you're not doing well. And if you just focus on those things you're not doing well, all right, and amplify the things you're doing well, you're gonna overtake your losses. That's one thing about trading. So fund your losses. I always say that fund your losses, fund your loss account. Get evaluation account. Why do we trade evaluation? We are funding our craft, we are funding our ability. We trade what we learn, we apply our discipline, but sometimes we make mistake, okay? But we accept those mistakes because we're going to lose. All right. So when we lose, we start again. So you do it over and over and over again, you get better. But if you're not doing it, you're trying to avoid it, you won't get better. Okay. Madam Olin, you said you have lost loads. All right. Joy Ujunwa, did I answer your question in a very remarkable and awkward way at the same time? To confirm a trend, structure, we need to break of structure, right? No. I know the question you're trying to ask, okay? But you need to understand the principle of market structure shift, okay? And a bullish market structure. Market structure shift is initiated by a change of character. It means a shift in the direction of volume. Now, a bullish market structure is a change in the direction of structure. I've done that training. I think I did it. I've done a couple of, go back to the training, understand the concept rather than the strategy. Okay. So when market is bearish and it wants to change into bullish, it will change character. The concept of a change of volume is a change of character. That's a market structure shift. Now, a bullish market structure is established by a component that is based on pillars, the pillars of the market. Okay. So when a market hits a point of interest, all right, and it has one low, it creates a new high, creates a new low. The journey is just getting started. Two break of structures has to happen, and there has to be two lows. Okay, for a bullish market structure. When there's two break of structure and there's two lows, that is a bullish market structure. All right. Now, when it confirms and is it coincidentize? Okay, with a change of character. So if there is a change of character and a bullish market structure, that is a total package of a bullish market structure shift. Did you get it? And this can happen in a 4-hour, 1 hour, daily, and in 15 minutes as well. It even happens on a 1 minute. Is that clear, Mr. Yankee? Say, can change of character happen just after one break? So change of character has nothing to do with the break of structure. Change of character is a shift. So it's a shift and a show of market is moving in the other direction. So it's not a break. It doesn't need a break of structure. Or you could call a change of character a break of structure. But that character, that swing high or swing low that is broken, that is a change of character. It is only one that is required. Okay? All right. There's something I'll tell you, Mr. Yankee. Before I leave this session, let me just see if I've taken all the questions. Is the break and retest valid on the 15 minutes at the moment of the previous day low? Break and retest is valid on any time frame you choose. But what I do, I always tell you what I use. If it is a stronger volume and a stronger range, I love to use the hourly or the 4-hour because the depth of the time frame determines the depth of the flow. So if I'm looking at the deeper range, I use 1 hour. On price action, I always use 1 hour because I'm looking at swinging. Okay. But if I'm looking at sniping, 15 minutes intraday, we're looking for today. Okay. So I want to be fast. All right. So you could practice it on a 15 minutes and practice on a 1 hour. The concept is the same. You will see the result are different. Okay. So that practice is what leads to the answer of your question. So I cannot tell you that it's 1 hour that is better. I cannot tell you that it's 4 hours. But one thing I can tell you, the result on 4 hour leads more to swing. So if you're looking at swinging, 4 hour, 1 hour are appealing time frame, but you can actually execute in the 15-minute time frame. Okay. But I love to keep it simple. I love to create rules that are not easy for me. I don't want to be fast. I don't want to be correct. I just want to be principled. It's different. Okay. I don't want to be fast. I don't want to be correct. I just want to be principled because for every time I'm principled, I'm correct. It's not about my outcome. Set principles around your trading. Don't allow them. Don't be open to doing anything the market shows you. All right. It means you're not principled and difficult. Okay. Does that make sense? Has it been a wonderful session? There are beautiful things that are going to be happening this week. So, quality guidance. All right. Quality guidance. For Yankee, I see enthusiasm. You're enthusiastic about the market. But I also see the presence of noise. You agree with me, right? You are trying to decompose noise. You know a lot of things. You're just trying to bring it into clarity. Okay. Now, I would advise you, you can seek clarity and appreciate noise at the same time. You can't want clarity and appreciate complex. I love simplicity. Would you guys agree with me that my trading methods are simple? And somehow there is a conflict of how you guys are understanding it because it ought to your mind, it ought to be complex. But I try to make it simple. Concept strategy is a simple strategy. Uh, every of my strategy has always been simple. In fact, when I find out that it's complex, I ease on it. Okay. The concepts are always simple. It's just the understanding is hard for some people. Okay. Now, I'm not giving you all the I'm not giving you Elliott waves. I'm not giving you breaker blocks. I'm not giving you so many things that have conditions that differ. I love clarity. Okay. I love I love something I can calculate, something that is constant, not something that has a variation that can be here today, there tomorrow. When it's here today, there tomorrow, it is not fixed. I cannot be. There is this part of you that will always feel you're not catching up on the wind of something. Okay. That is why even this simple concept of tracking a level, break and retest of structure, you find out that sometimes it's the week, sometimes it's the body, it's a little bit complex. But that is why I am trying to, yeah, in my trainings, I'm trying for you guys to identify the range of a structure and the pillars of market. Okay, but the execution is always simple. But this wide variation of you trying to understand, okay, is this level correct? Is this level correct? It's not really needed in the market. Just find the pillars of every market. And how you know the pillars, you're going to switch time frame. So that is what I do. I look at market, I'll switch time. I want to see what's the best floor. Where did it break before it got this retest? So that retest is a pillar. Because after that retest, a range was created. That becomes a pillar for that my trading. So I'll test that pillar and that will determine. So that's why I'm teaching price action. Okay. The more you observe, the understanding of it will change your execution. But the execution for me is always simple. That's why I love the sniper. Okay. I've given you guys a concept, very simple concept. The daily high, the daily low. When the market breaks today, it's either going to the previous day high or previous day low. 15 minutes candle is all you need to identify. Then after that, these pillars of market comes in. Okay. If there's a range inside, just allow the market break above the range. Just simple waiting. Okay. Or if the market is bearish now, it's changing into a bullish. What cost? Change of character. Just simple concept. I don't want it to be complicated. When it does that, I find my risk. If it doesn't meet my risk, bye-bye. I will find another market. It's simple. I promise you, it's simple. Okay? Simple does not make it easy. Am I correct? Simple doesn't mean easy. Because easy does not have to do with a thing. Easy has to do with you. Your level of understanding, your level of practice, your commitment to discipline. That is what will change easy to simple. Okay? So don't confuse easy for simple. The market and my strategies are simple, but your understanding may not be there yet. That doesn't mean it's not simple, but you are not there yet. So grow, apply, practice, watch, apply, follow instruction, get guidance. It will become simple. All right. 15 minutes is ID for day trading, or still need 1 hour to double confirm. So I love that question. That's a beautiful question. That has a variation. So what is day trading? What's the concept of day trading? So scalping is day trading. All right. Swing is also day trading. So if you're scalping, so the concept of day trading is more fixed on the desire of the trader. So fast, quick gains, scalping, but still day trading. Okay, longer term, enduring market. All right, that is the hourly frame. Is still day trading. it comes to the desire. If the market is on a hype speed, if the trader is on a hype speed, scalping is appeals to day trading, to that trader. So from that concept, that's where you separate yourself. So the major general concept of a day trader, all right, are people who work the market to see opportunities in a day. So even scalping is a day trading strategy. Okay, but they just classify it to be a more enduring. So we have scalping, we have day trading, then we have swing trading. The scalping, there's another name for it. Okay. Um, so what you want to do is what type of result are you looking at? So if you're looking at between 30 to 50 pips, 15 minutes ideal could give you that. If you're looking at between 50 and above, 1 hour ideal will give you that. So anything less than 30 pips, that's scalping. 10, 15, 10, 15, that's scalping. All right, that's 1 minute. You analyze on the 15 minutes, you break down into 5 and 1 minute. That's scalping. Does that make sense? So if your strategy does not fall in, it depends on the expectation. If you're looking at good move between 70 to 100 pips, okay, that's a day trading strategy because it will happen in a day. Averagely, the market moves between, on indices, it moves between 150 to 300 pips on indices and gold. All right, on an average for currency between 20 and 40 pips average for currencies, but for GBP, JPY, USD, JPY, GBP, USD, sometimes, all right, moves up to 60, 70 pips. So if you're just imagine you're using 1 minute or 15 minute, 1 minute strategy to pursue 100 pips, that's where there's a conflict. Are you with me now? So the pips, the distance will determine the strategy. All right. So it's very, very important to understand this. So when I am shooting for a level of pips, I like to check in with the candle that fits it. If it aligns in that candle pattern. So if I'm analyzing today and I want to snipe and I see that even the snipe, the range is big, I can check in on the 1 hour, I'll see the structures very well. I do that even without saying it, okay? But I'm not letting you know that I do that. If I know that the range is move, I want to check out on the 1 hour. And that begins to make me choose how I risk for that trade. If I know that it's a long reach, I'll just, okay, let's just take it, but I'll lower my leverage, and my expectation becomes low. My direction and there are trades you will take, and this trade is complete. Okay. You will know within you. So those are based on your understanding. But I believe you get what I mean. All right. I stay in the market till evening when I want to trade. I don't understand that statement. What are you trying to? Or are you trying to say that day trading is when you stay in the market from morning to evening? Okay, explain. Okay. So every swing, there are markets you take. When the market goes above 150, that is not day trading. That is a swing trade. You may get that market with your 15-minute strategy, but the moment it goes above 150 pips, mostly on a currency, okay, it goes above 300 on the indices, you are swinging. It means that trade may not happen today. Never forget that. That should help your analysis. So what you do is you're not trying to stay in that market for just one day, except the market blows into news, high liquidity pushing. But if it's a regular move, a 300 pips above move, 500 pips above move, we take 2 days or 3 days to play out. So never forget. So your expectation will not be flawed will not be flawed. You don't have a wrong expectation, all right, towards your trade. Okay, I don't scalp per se, but you like scalping. It's just that it has beaten you too much. That's why it's your enemy now. If I teach you a very beautiful way to scalp, you will not even be trading all this one, Mr. Yankee. Shares are scalping and bite your brain. You have turned back on it. Am I correct? So I'm going to see you guys on. We're still going to have a session tomorrow. Okay, we're going to have a session tomorrow. Tomorrow's session is going to be tilted towards HFX. I've not done HFX for a while. Okay, so tomorrow we're going to do HFX. We're going to trade money in minutes. How many of you miss money in minutes? I'm preparing you guys. So market insight is because we're not going to be having market insight as we launch our ecosystem. All right, we're not going to be doing market insight. Market insight is going to be hidden out. Okay, so a market insight is not going to be happening intervals within our HFX session because HFX is launching live. Okay, but market insight is not launching. So I'm paying more attention in making you guys consolidate what you have now because why? It is phasing out or phasing into something else. So that's why I'm putting over the last couple of weeks, I'm putting effort in making sure you guys grab everything you guys need, I think, at least to an extent, to understand. When I say ask, you can see that I spent over how many hours in this session. First hour was for mindset, second hour was to the market. And it better for this hour, I ask questions because why? I want you guys to dig deep. Okay. Consolidate what you have, ask questions, know what you don't know, because right now there's going to come a time you will seek this presence, you won't find it. It will not be as it is right now. Okay, because I'm moving in motion. For the last 3 months, I've dedicated in giving you guys priceless education. All right, and I want you guys to consolidate this education. But I do know that for you to consolidate this education, you need to get into it, practice it, have confusion, then ask questions, and I'll guide you. All right, so that's why I ask questions. I ask questions because I do know if you follow through this training, you're gonna have questions. So I'm putting myself in a position that I want to help you. Okay, but if you're not doing it, I provided it. It is left for you. So God bless each and every one of you. All right, I'll see you guys leveraging. So I just hope you guys go get your binary account and fund so that you can leverage because why you don't even need to know how to trade it. Just show up and let's make money together.